Hello everybody, this is a requested video, and in the scene here I have a file that I have received from a viewer, and I made some modification to it to assist in the illustration of what I'm going to demo next. Basically, what I'm going to demonstrate is how this main body can be fixed so that it's able to be split into two portions using this surface. Okay, let's start. First thing I want to do is to check whether this body is a solid or not. To do that, go to Analyze, Mesh Property, Volume. Okay, if we see this, we know that this is not a solid, and the next thing we need to do is to figure out where the problem areas are. Okay, so go to Analyze, H2, Show Edge, and we need to turn on the naked edge. Okay, maybe I will use a more discernible color. Okay, the areas that are showing yellow lines are the areas they are problematic. That means they have gaps. Okay, so we need to fix these areas. Okay, before we go about fixing it, I think what I'm going to do is let's move the model and centralize it. This is a better practice instead of modeling by the side. Okay, modeling by the side can give us a lot of errors and missteps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's move this. Okay, in order to do that, I'm going to press the Control key just to make sure that I'm snapping to a real end, and then make sure the grid snap is turned on. I want to move this to here, something like that. Okay, let's move this a bit back. Okay, so now I centralized the model. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to fixing those gaps. Okay, let me just recap a bit. Okay, go to H2, Show Edge, Naked Edge. Okay, so these are the areas that are problematic. So I reckon what I'm going to do is before I proceed to fix these surfaces, you can see over here that this is there's a gap here while there's no gap here. That means that most probably these surfaces are not symmetrical, and that could also mean that there's some kind of discontinuity. Okay, so that's how I analyze the model. So what I'm going to do is let's just fix out the discontinuity first before we proceed to fill the gaps. Okay, so let's just check. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this. Okay, make it easier for us to see. I'm going to click Explode. Okay, line, surface, zebra. Okay, given the time constraint, I'm not going to fix every single stuff. Okay, but just fix the essentials. So let's see, turn the control points. Okay, we got something like that. So what I'm going to do is let's just I think I'm going to delete this. Okay, because this is the one with gap. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's just reduce the control point a bit. Okay, going to use the remove nodes. Okay, maybe something like that. I'm going to mirror this to the other half. As you can see, this is the reason why I'm placing the model in the center, because that will make it much easier for me to mirror one half onto the other side along this axis. Okay, so it's much clearer that way. So I'm going to select this, mirror, quick snap. Okay, and then do the match. Okay, you can see that over here they are like discontinuity, and let's and possibly gaps as well. Okay, so let's do a match surface, trim surface. Okay, you go to set to tangent, and importantly average surface. Okay, so this will equalize both sides until they are like symmetrical. So this is very important. It actually equalizes both sides. If you want to be even more smooth, you can set to the curvature. I think I'll set to curvature because this part will be more flat and smooth. Okay, and importantly, as I mentioned, average surfaces must be activated. Okay, so we have fixed this, and let's check this. Okay, I'm not sure why the user want to cut this into two halves. That will make our life a bit difficult later on when we are building our surfaces. I guess he wants to have an indicator that showing that the area to be cut is between these two parts. So what I'm going to do is instead of having this as two pieces, I'm just going to see whether we can untrim. I'm not too sure how we build this. Okay, let me just put this curve here as an indicator first, and then let's do the untrim. So I'm going to do a right mouse click over the trim icon. Yeah, so now I untrim this. So I guess I can delete this other half, and to ensure that everything is like correctly aligned, not sure why he wants this to be sharp. Okay, but I will respect the decision for this to be sharp. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just match these to position, just to make sure that there are no gaps. Okay, so okay, match this to this and set to position. Okay, just to make sure that there are no gaps. Don't need the average. Okay, I want to preserve this, so I'm going to preserve isocurve direction. Okay, and let's mirror this to the other side, but before that, let's turn on the control points. Oh, there's a lot of control points. I guess I can reduce some of the points here. Remove knots. Okay, and then we because I want to do a mirror and then match this, so I guess I will need to remove the knots around here as well. So I'm going to click the toggle. You can see that, yeah, I think I need to do one more. Okay, so we get like something like that. Okay, bigger spacing. I think I can like reduce some more here. Okay. Okay, so get it more nicely and evenly spaced out. Something like that. Okay. And then let's mirror this to the other side. Again, let's use the grid snap. Okay. Okay, there's a bit of discontinuity over here. That means I need to do my match surface again. Match this to this. Make sure the average surface is used. We can set either to tangent or curvature. I think I'll go for curvature. Not sure why there is this weird discontinuity over there. Let me try to fix this. There's a bit of discontinuity. I'm not sure whether it's a graphic display. Oh yeah, it's not really a graphic display. It's actually there's discontinuity over here. Okay, so let me delete this. Okay, we still got some fixing to do. Okay, so you can see there are like a whole clump of stuff over there causing a kind of a weird discontinuity. Okay, this is I don't think this is what he intend to have. So what I'm going to do is going to delete this whole entire row. Okay, by double clicking on this, press the delete. Okay, and then okay, so we get something cleaner like that. Okay, just now there is like a bit of a discontinuity. In fact, what if I want to have something looking better, I should like remove knots for this part. Okay, click the remove knot. Click toggle. Okay, this should clean up the surface further. Maybe I want to remove another knot here. Okay. Okay, now let's mirror this to the other side. Okay, I would love to make a lot more modification in terms of the adjusting of control points, but given the time constraint, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so mirror this, and then I'm going to match this. Okay, using the match surface, and I'm setting this to curvature. Let me see. I think maybe tangent will do. Tangent will do. Tangent will do, because curvature move this. See, curvature is like deviate it too far from the original edge here, so I don't want to change the design intent too much. Tangent will do. Okay, as long as we can get the curvature here, because equalize tangency or tangent on both sides equal. This symmetrical tangent will achieve curvature continuity for us. Okay, so importantly is got to use this average surface. Okay, click OK. Okay, and now that we have fixed what is fixable within our time frame, let's do the necessary to make sure that we can get a solid from this thing here. Okay, if we try to join, I don't think we will be able to get a solid from here, because there are a lot of gaps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend some surfaces, and then trim the excesses away. So I'm going to use the extend surface. I guess I should extend the surface below here as well. Okay, I'm not going to extend this because this is already matched. Okay, since both sides are symmetrical, let's just delete this and save me some effort. Okay, so select this to mirror. Okay, and now let's untrim this top surface. Right mouse click over the trim icon. So I got a bigger piece of this, and let's untrim this. Sorry, untrim if it's untrimmable. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, so Let's see whether we can like get a solid out of this. I'm going to select everything, use the create solid. Oops, it's not working. Okay, let me do some manual trimming in that case. There's some stuff over there. What's this? Let me, since it's a symmetrical object, let me create a rectangular block and trim off 1/2. This seems to be a problematic area. Click the trim. Oh, okay, I understand. It's not symmetrical. The thing has been built in such a way that it's not symmetrical. So it's okay. Let's see whether we can now make this into a solid. Trim. I'm doing some more trimming work. Okay, I guess this part is a problem area. Okay, so let's do a trim again. Cutting object is this, object to trim is this. Okay, yeah, as I envisaged, this is a problem area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this a bit here to get a trim. Okay, extend surface, extend something like that. Okay, looks like I might have to like do a bit more modification over here. So I'm going to use this object intersection. This area is not able to trim properly. So let's just assist the software in the trim. Snap here. Oh no, better make sure the object snap is the correct one. Object snap, intersect. Okay, intersect, and there should be one more intersect somewhere. This thing. that's really weird over here. So I guess I could find my own intersection. Go to curve from object, extract also curve, snap here. Okay, yeah, and then I will use this to do the trim. Cutting object to trim. Cutting object to trim. Okay. Cutting object. Object to trim. Okay. Don't think I need this anymore. Let's join this. And mirror this to the other side. Don't want this. Hide this. As this is a flat thing, I guess I can use surface from planar curves. If it's flat. Yep, it's flat. Okay. So now let's join all this. Hopefully it's a solid now. This it should be a solid now. Okay, so now go to analyze, mesh property, volume. Oh great, we got a volume, it's a solid. Okay, finally. Okay, now I can bring back that old surface that I have hide. Okay, and we should be able to cut this into two halves. Okay, let's try it now. Using the Boolean split, we can attempt to split this into two separate pieces. Okay, select polysurface split is this, cutting object is this. Great, it's been splitted. Okay, yep. And so with that, I come to the end of this demo. Hope that it has been useful. See you. Bye.